up, good? What's good, YouTube and all of the platforms? I just wanted to come on live today, just to address, what's going about around in the media already. Might as well put my 2 cents in. It probably ain't worth 2 cents, but hey, I'm gonna give it anyway since everybody else give their opinion. Why not me? Um, the gambling situation between these NBA former players and the current coaches, Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and the other one, what's his name? Yeah, down there in the Hornets organization. His name slips my mind, but I'll get it. But we have a person that's commentating on this situation. Person I kind of like and admire his his takes, but I only have a problem with one of his takes, and that's this one about the gambling ring. Um, if those guys, Terry Rozier, there we go, that was a third party, but you know them by name. But we'll get that at a point. My only problem is with this situation, those guys was named by names, and his take on the situation. I don't know him at all. We haven't had any conversations. I'm not trying to gain any clout, none of that. I'm just viewing my point on, just the hypocrisy that's in the game today. And he didn't bring it up, so I'm not persecuting him personally, but I'm just stating the facts that only three names were brought up, and they're African American. It is what it is. But we're gonna let you take a listen to what he said.
Welcome to Fearless with Jason Whitlock. I am Jason Whitlock, your host. Buckle up. I'm not even sure where this rocket ship is going to land. I'm about to emote on a topic that I feel like I know well. I'm going to emote on a topic that I think is central.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get that.
Sports. This gambling ring with Terry Rozier, Damon Jones, and Chauncey Billups is the most important and long overdue conversation
It
in
is.
sports. And we're going to get, or I'm going to get into it in a big way today. And you're going to need to buckle up, put your thinking caps on. You're going to have to put your preconceived notions away.
What would those be?
A lot to discuss here and unpack. I'm going to do it solo because I'm going to be so piping hot. I don't want to drag others in to things that I'm going to say that are going to be very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to do it alone. But you're going to get my unvarnished opinion and what I believe to be truth about the significance of these arrests and investigation and criminal indictments that were announced today by Cash Patel, the FBI director, and others, guys I can't name. They just had the press conference. I just watched it. I can't name them just because I don't remember their names. But Cash Patel was there, the head of the FBI, surrounded by some attorney generals. But I'm going to start here, just to let you know where I'm going and how far I'm going with this. And there was one of these investigators or assistant attorney generals that got up and spoke and was going over the details of these arrests and of this investigation. and he kept talking about the Gambino family, the Genovese family, and these Italian organized crime elements
Yes.
that
Get
they
rid
were
of them.
proud and honored and enthusiastic about taking down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm listening to it and I'm
Yes, yes, yes.
clapping.
Clap, clap, clap.
This is great. He's speaking boldly. And this is necessary. I think the sports world has been overrun with this gambling element
I agree.
that has been ushered in. But the other part of me was like, oh, this is an incomplete description of what's going on. This isn't just Italian organized crime.
It isn't.
That just scratches the surface.
And it does.
That tells an incomplete story.
You're right.
This is about black organized crime,
Mm-hmm.
Italian organized crime,
Yep.
and Jewish organized crime.
Exactly.
But you can't say and you can't find a law enforcement official, a big high placed one, that I remember that's ever had a press conference and said, man, we're bringing down black organized crime.
Boom.
I don't remember. You guys happen.
So that's Jason Whitlock going over, his take. This is the first part of it, so don't get me wrong. The rest of it could be, integral to his case and his argument. But my argument is, you named all these organizations, you named all these entities, but when it came to the NBA players, they specifically were named, and you know who they are. The name and faces were put on display, like they're the originators or the thought provocators of this high crime organization with these mobster type organizations, and they supposed to be the top of them. But my only argument, if they done it, they done it. If they're guilty, they're guilty. If they're doing it, get them out the NBA, get rid of that element. Get rid of the gambling element altogether. But don't be selective on who you're going to name and who you're not going to name. If you got these organizations, give me Bugsy Malone, give me Lefty Two Fingers, Gus somebody. But you don't have that. You only have these players being named. And that's a hypocrisy in my eyes. And probably a million other people's eyes as well. They're figuring like, you got the Genoveses and you got the, the mobster families, but we don't have no names, no faces, no nothing. But you putting these three guys front and center. Might well, whatever your name is, Jesus. But I have no problem with, your take on it. I have no problem with none of your takes. But I just want to point out the hypocrisy of the obvious. These three guys were the ringleaders, but no, you said that these crime, you started off these mobster names, the Genoveses and the Italian mobs and all that. But when it came down to it, only three people were named, and their faces were posted all over the place for everybody to see, like they were the ringleaders, which we know probably not to be true. And one more other point, when have you ever seen the FBI step into a gambling scandal? They should let that organization take care of their own business. And this is unprecedented that you see the FBI right there, Johnny on the spot. Of all things that's going on in the country, this is the main focus of the FBI. And you know what the main focus of the FBI should be, Mr. Patel. Remember you're advocating to get those files released, but poof, be gone. What files? There's no files. They're out of here. Some more hypocrisy. Just pointing it out. Don't blame me. Blame your mama. And you know who your mama is. We out.